everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
Hey y'all, so I haven't did story time in a long time, and I really forgot about this story, but I want to tell it. So December, right before True birthday, like December 9th, 2023, she was like 4 years old, turned 4, I think. And so I usually don't check my DMs, my requests on Instagram. So a girl had texted me and commented under my picture, and she was like, check your DM, it's important. So I'm like, huh? So my heart dropped, because at this time I was in a relationship and I was getting like, I was hearing a lot of shit back to back to back to back to back. So I'm like, oh my God, something else. Like, I'm irritated. And so when a girl say check that DM and say, I need you to call me, she and I checked the DM, right? So she like, I need you to call me ASAP. Like, here's my number. Mind you, she had a 678 number, or she had a zip code that can either be for Atlanta, like a 404 or a 678 or something like that. So my heart immediately dropped. So y'all, I called her. Instantly, I called her. So me, I'm calling. Boom, she didn't answer. So I texted her and said, I'm calling. I guess she disabled her page, but I texted her and said, I'm calling. So she had, on the phone, we was talking, she was like, I've been talking to this boy, and he said that your baby is his baby. And she was like, who's your baby daddy? Basically, and I'm like, huh? She was like, he's saying that your baby is his child. She was like, but he told me that his baby mama don't take care of the baby, and that his baby stays with his mom and she's taking care of the baby. So I'm like, really? So I'm like, it's his name? And I said, what, the name, my baby daddy name? She was like, no. So that's when things start to get crazy. So I'm like, who is the nigga? That's when I had sent her a picture of both parents. I'm like, this me and this, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So I sent her the picture. She was like, okay. She was like, this not him. She was like, I'm like, so you sure it's the baby? She was like, that's the right baby, but this is not the guy I'm talking to. The guy I'm talking to, he in prison. So I'm like, what? And I was like, well, that ain't my baby daddy, boo. Like, are you sure? So that's when she sent me the screenshots of the boy, and sending her pictures of my baby. So I'm like, I know people in prison, but I don't have any in prison or anybody that would be claiming my child, no brothers or nothing like that. I was like, is he saying like niece, or is he saying like child? She was like, he said this is his baby. She sent me screenshots, boom, of him sending her messages like, he's sending her messages like, I have something to tell you. I want you to take it good as possible. Mind you, they met while he was in prison. The girl telling me this. I want you to be real open about this, but boom, I have a daughter. So she was like, why you ain't been told me? I have a child too. It's not a big deal, but why you ain't been told me when we talked for this song? You never told me. And that's when he proceeds to send her pictures of True. So I sent her the pictures. She was like, okay. She was like, this not him. She was like, I'm like, so you sure it's the baby? She was like, that's the right baby, but this is not the guy I'm talking to. The guy I'm talking to, he in prison. So I'm like, what? And I was like, well, that ain't my baby daddy, boo. Like, are you sure? So that's when she sent me the screenshots of the boy, and sending her pictures of my baby. So I'm like, I know people in prison, but I don't have any in prison or anybody that would be claiming my child, no brothers or nothing like that. I was like, is he saying like niece, or is he saying like child? She was like, he said this is his baby. She sent me screenshots, boom, of him sending her messages like, he's sending her messages like, I have something to tell you. I want you to take it good as possible. Mind you, they met while he was in prison. The girl telling me this. I want you to be real open about this, but boom, I have a daughter. So she was like, why you ain't been told me? I have a child too. It's not a big deal, but why you ain't been told me when So basically, he like, I didn't know how you would take it, but, I didn't know how you would take it. I just wouldn't know how you would take it. So I'm glad I'm telling you now, and I hope you'll tell her. So he started sending her pictures. Mind you, she's sending me the screenshots. He started sending her pictures of True. And so I'm asking her the boy name, right? I'm like, what's his name? Let me find out if anybody know him. Like, I need to know. She give me his name. I don't know him from a can of paint. So I'm like, I'm trying to I'm really trying to figure out why would he be pretending that my daughter is his, and how the hell is he getting these pictures of True? Mind you, we wasn't really popping at the time. We wasn't TikTok famous. Well, we had been a little bit, but not for real. So I'm like, how was he able to get these pictures of my daughter? Like, I'm just so, y'all, at this point, I'm so confused, like, so confused. So I'm like, let me figure out who this man is. I go to his Instagram, don't know him from a can of paint, and I'm still confused, because why would you be claiming a child that ain't yours? It's kind of weird. So at this point, I'm shaking, I'm hot. Me and her still talking on the phone. Me and her steady talking, and she steady sending me pictures while we on the phone. So he goes to tell her, right, that his mama raising True because his baby mama is a deadbeat. She don't do nothing but party. She left the baby. She left the baby with his mom, and basically he's sending her pictures like, oh, my mama sent me this. Look at her, she's so bad. And these are pictures that like are not on the internet. These are not dressy pictures. Even though he sent her some of her that was on the internet, it's some that I'm like, how the did he get these pictures? Who the is this man? So then it finally dawned on me, and I'm like, you said he in prison. I'm like, what prison he at? And she proceeds to say the prison. So then a light bulb go off in my head, and I'm like, this the same prison that True folks was at. So I'm like, send me his Instagram. I hang up on her, call True folks, and I'm like, hey, you know this person? He like, yeah, this so-and-so. This my homeboy. So I'm like, he locked up. He like, yeah, we were locked up together. When I just got out, like, that's my little brother, like. So at that point, I'm like, why is this claiming that True is his baby? And then it dawned on me more that he was getting these pictures of my baby out of phone that so-and-so had sold to him before he got, and my baby pictures was on the phone. And at that point, I immediately, like, I was outraged. Because for one, you could have easily said it's my niece. We would have went like, okay, that's your niece. Like, you feel like that's your niece, cool, that's your niece. For two, you is sending my baby pictures around. Weird. Very weird. Mind you, and now that I know that I put her on the internet, like, okay, I get it now. Like, I put her on the internet. But before then, before I was posting her and stuff like that, like, why are you sending her pictures around? And for three, why would you want an extra child? If anything, I'm coming to a like, no, I don't have no kids. So I'm asking him my True folks. I'm like, do you even got kids? Like, no. So what is you doing? Like, what is you claiming extra children for? So I'm like, I call her and I tell her everything. I'm like, baby, I got the rundown. He's lying to you. This is my child. This her daddy. That was locked up together, and he's taking pictures and sending them to you acting like True is his child. Never been a deadbeat. Like, never, always have had my child. Like, I was the only person to ever raise my child. I put her on game. So, do you know this man is still lying to her?
What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. Back in the confessional. Yes, we staying lit, big dog. Hey, man, check this out. I'm gonna tell y'all, man. That's the kind. I got a homie, right? My homie got out of prison, and I kept getting Cashapp requests for him. I was like, man, I know he out of prison, but I would see him like, whatever, man. It didn't make sense, but I was just like, I was seeing my boy $25. I've been sending him $25. You know, every time. Hey man, can I get 25? That's when he was locked up, and I know he was locked up. But I know he got out, and then I'm like, people kept saying, hey, this is so and so, and they'll send me the message, and then they'll send me his picture, and I'm like, why they sending me his picture? Why you sending me your picture? Like, why you sending me your picture in jail? That's kind of weird, but it is what it is. So I sent it. I sent it 25. Then I go past the homie spot, and he there, and I'm like, that's crazy, cause they own a restaurant. So, but I know he on like probation, so I'm like, maybe he doing in and outs or whatever, you know, weekends or whatever. because it's his second time going fed. And I was like, man. So then I started getting other messages, and I look on social media, and I'm like, man, I know I seen him kicking it last night. I know where he can. So I look on his messages, and then the other thing, I go back to the Facebook or whatever. I think it was on Facebook or whatever. I was like, I thought you got out. Yeah, man, but I had to come do this time over here and here. But I'm like, he was out last night because I seen you. So I realized right then they was trying to scam me. So people will use the contacts and stuff to scam the people who really care about them, because they like, man, I'll drop you 25 to, get you over, get you some food, get you some tobacco, whatever you want to get. I don't care. It don't matter. I ain't living that life. But yeah, straight up, man, people in prison be lying and they be conniving, man. I'm gonna tell y'all what, I just, it was a girl that tried to get over on me just recently. I'm like, man, full court press on your boy. I'm talking about like, ooh. And then I was just waiting. I was just sitting back waiting. When they gonna ask for the money? When they gonna ask for the money? Never asked for the money. Well, no, they did ask for the money. And then I was like, So I shot a number. I was like, all right, I got you. And I only gave a number because I'm like, I know this is a scam, so let me play along. And so I shoot a number. This had the nerve to come back with a higher number. I was like, bruh, this is definitely a scam. So then I was like, all right, shoot me a FaceTime, man. FaceTime me. Man, this mug must have FaceTimed me with a video of somebody else. It was like they was doing it from a phone and the video was moving. But I was like, send me a video recording of you like saying my name or something like that. Like, none of that. So, man, I caught on to that. People be scamming and lying and just trying to get the most out of you. So don't send no money to anybody unless you can verify it. Because everybody be wanting cash apps behind the walls. Everybody want, everything in prison is a scam. Except trying to get out of there and live your life. Everyday people, let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section.